If you could place any object on the surface of Mars, purely to confuse NASA scientists, what would it be? Taking notes. Soviet-era spacesuit with a skeleton. A fully crewed, by preserved corpses, skeletons of course, Viking longship. A big map of Earth with several points of interest marked on it. That design we all drew in middle school. I'm a geologist, and I can confirm that just placing the wrong type of rock would UCK up science for like 30 years. I often pick up rocks that I know only occur in specific areas and leave them somewhere that would be naturally impossible in the hope that it will break a geochemist's mind when they find it. A monolith with a QR code to scan and rickroll. Liquid water in a mason jar. Statue of Liberty half buried in the ground. A page from a Martian newspaper, pondering the possibility that there might be life on Earth. A white plastic lawn chair. A whole SS Dollar General. A picnic basket, blanket, food laid out with a note: honey, I forgot the potato salad, I'll be back in 20 minutes, and for good measure, a 1953 Buick. To complete the scene. Footprints that walk away and just disappear about 50 yards away. Matt Damon. The missing pieces of the Rosetta Stone. An exact copy of the Mars rover, or whatever they used to discover it. Dinosaur remains holding a Bible. I mean, of course, a Mars bar wrapper. An Egyptian obelisk, inscribed with mathematics relating to something like a spatial fold engine or RP drive. The skeleton of Hitler, I've had it for decades. Simple, velociraptor skeletons in a space shuttle. A bad dragon Ildo. Wacky inflatable tube man on the highest peak. The fossilized remains of non-human biped with a sign that says, no more nuclear testing. A partially vaporized radioactive manhole cover. ETA, thanks kind internet strangers for the awards. Pieces of flight MH370. Monoliths describing how Karen is actually a big interspace gate or something. Then watch Happily Asked Globe panics, then sets up expeditions for Karen, only to find nothing there. Moai. Need I say more? Flat Earth Society logo. A pyramid combining all the different appearances of the different pyramids on Earth. One of the 28,000 rubber ducks that got spilled in the Atlantic back in 1992.863, Moby Duck when 28 to 800 bath toys are lost at sea. Edit, clean link. A little sign saying, made in China. Straight men who don't like performing oral, why not? The question asks for guys who don't like performing oral. Yet the comment section is of guys talking about how much they love it. I feel like no one read the question right, lol. First experience, her ussy stank, like I would wash my hands after and the smell would still better. Definitely didn't feel like going down on her or anyone after, cuz I figured that's just how they smelled. Once we broke up, I was drunk hooking up with a girl and just decided to do it, and I was like, wow, this doesn't smell of anything. Basically cured my pussy TSD. I've tried it a few times and didn't care for it. Between the smell, the hair tickling your nose and gagging on the anus, I didn't enjoy it. Definitely straight now. I just get freaked out when the ussy suddenly licks back. It irritates my TMJ. It causes my jaw to pop like crazy. It's not that I don't like it per se, but I do have a sensitive tongue, and sometimes the taste is just too much. I have only been with one woman and I just didn't like the taste. Funnily enough, I enjoyed eating her SS. If ever a post needed a serious tag, lol. It tastes gross, don't like all the fluids in my mouth, if she's not fully shaved I hate getting hair in my mouth, etc. It's honestly my least favorite sexual activity. Booty, don't expect a girl to give me oral unless she wants to, as it's only fair. The lack of women in my life plays a big role. Straight girl here, I hate when a guy does oral. I'm so tense and anxious about there being a smeller taste or anything. It's just not worth the vulnerability of it all. I just do not enjoy it, but I also don't expect oral pleasure on my end either. There's a lot of ways to have foreplay, and I'd say oral is the most common, but it isn't the only option. And it's more special when you can throw it in the mix every now and then. Sorts by controversial full moon face. Sometimes the 7 herbs and spices don't agree with you. Not a straight guy, but a lesbian. The smell, taste just makes me nauseous. I've tried a bunch, with several different partners, but I always get queasy. Same with feet smell, stinky armpits, general body odors. I don't do it because I'm not going to make a partner wash their natural and healthy odor off just for my comfort. My tongue is ucked by open scars, the motion hurts my tongue and it tastes bad. I'll go fingers all night but can't do oral, so no need to return the favor. I love it but my wife is too shy about it. I don't like to pressure her into something she isn't comfortable doing. What's the girl equivalent of getting distracted by a woman's oops? Noted. I need to wear aftershave with a slight bit of personal body musk, gray sweatpants and a button-down shirt with sleeves rolled up and maybe a chef's apron to show I can cook and a funny slogan on It'll show I have a sense of humor. Noted. As a woman, I can say it's getting distracted by a woman's oops. Getting distracted by your own oops. You may fascinate a woman with a piece of cheese. I'm a straight woman, but it's not a man's body that would distract me like this. Sometimes, a man just smells so good that it makes me a little lightheaded. The smell is usually a glorious combination of subtle aftershave and their own unique body musk. I think that's about the closest equivalent to me as a woman getting distracted by a random man I don't know. Muscular forearms sticking out of rolled sleeves of a long-sleeved shirt. Hands. I don't know what it is about them but, hands. Voice can be very distracting. If they have a deep voice, I'm gone to a different land lol. The odd-damn forearm. I almost got hurt at work once because I got distracted by bulging forearms. Men, if you take anything away from this, let it be a button-up shirt with the sleeves rolled up. There is legit nothing hotter. I've noticed perverse women staring at my alls. Just because I wave them around doesn't mean you can look. Man's shoulders, chest, eyes, arms, hands, legs, waist, fashion, voice, laugh, dance, smile. I can't count the times I've noticed something attractive about a man and missed whole sections of a conversation trying to focus on acting normal. Henry Cavill. I get distracted by women's oobs sometimes. But it might be the fact that I'm lesbian. When I'm lip reading someone and the intrusive thought of, they have nice lips, comes in and I lose the conversation. Which actor do you despise so much that you won't watch a movie with them in it? Steven Seagal. Talks hit, can't act. James, I'm a massive unt, Corden. I cannot watch anything with Jennifer Lopez in it. Even before reading about how she treats people, I could never find her sympathetic, even in light-hearted comedies. She gives off threatening bully energy and that just evaporates anything funny or relatable. The only AskReddit post I've ever seen that one gave Danny DeVito as an answer. Jared Leto. The only exception is American Psycho Patrick hacks him to death. Dileep. Indian actor from the Malayalam movie industry. He married a top actress. Actress A pretty much forced actress A to quit her career after marriage. Then had an affair with the 2ND actress, B. A third actress, C, who was friends with all parties, revealed the affair to A, who proceeded to divorce Dileep. Dileep then got married to B, but was mad at C for revealing his secret affair. So he pays a bunch of hoodlums to waylay C's car and kidnap her when she was returning at night after a movie shoot. The hoodlums then sexually assaulted C in a car and took videos of the act, for a few hours before letting her go. Dileep is currently free on bail and continues to make movies while the case against him crawls its way through India's famously slow judicial system. I refuse to watch any movies starring him. Andy Ick. Never liked him. Super annoying. Anda's not a good human being. G. Gwyneth Paltrow. Elizabeth Moss. It's almost like the Church of Scientology is stronger than nepotism. It's even more ironic that she's in Handmaid's Tale. It used to be Kevin Bacon after seeing The River Wild. He played such a good piece of hit I couldn't watch a film with him for 10 or so years without hating him. If you're reading this, sorry Kevin. You are a master of your craft. Ezra Miller. Lena Dunham. Tom Cruise can't stand him. And the fact his to this centered in his mouth freaks me out. Edit. Haha, some great replies. The most comments and upvotes on Reddit ever, and just because I hate Tom Cruise and his stupid face. Edit again. Just got my first silver award. I'm blown away. This is a special day. Thank you. Is it coincidence? Sorry, I messed up your name. Jared Leto. My wife really dislikes Common. The story she tells us years before she and I started dating, she was in a Foot Locker buying shoes and Common was in town for a movie or something. He tried to use his influence and entourage to get his shoes before her and she had to tell him off in a way. He still wasn't happy about it but let her go first. Poor guy lost a single viewer of all his future movies that day. Will Smith now. Previously watched everything he ever did. Tom Cruise. Gives me the creeps and always has, even without the Scientology thing. He gives me psychopathic vibes. Mark Wahlberg, big douche energy. John Wilkes Booth. Woody Allen. Amy Schumer. I legitimately thought I didn't have any actors who I hate this much. Even horrible ones who got in trouble or cancelled have made good works in the past. They were terrible, but their work can be good. And doesn't, usually, diminish the work of their co-stars. So I legitimately thought I wouldn't deny any movie solely off of one actor being involved, but then I remembered Steven Seagal exists. Will Smith, rich man baby. James Franco, scumbag. Didn't love their movies to begin with. Gwyneth Paltrow. She can't act and she's a con artist with her goop products. James Corden. Does that raging Ellen James Corden really count as an actor?